na konwa JB Dankwa we hu de opeso de netena so
mepa chawo eye noma mienu noma mienu a ese Ghana menyina ate ase
okay
noma mienu
okay
and two things na mesraw a good say wabo Nana Dankwa edi eye president ene JB Dankwa na yakasa me yemfa chiman enka ho e kire say in 1954 Ghana ni bia ni me say o chiman tutia JB Dankwa
omoto abatia
etia no
na okopedan
okope so okọ parliament no first parliament no ode no ho for mu
achimfo na nkasa tutia
no nti mesraw asem bia beka no ene se bia ye bon abaso an ye bon achi a eye de for repenning royal house achimfo nye boni bia achim so egu ahoro miensa ye wabu akwa eno na ye ka won asemi ye wo bosome ene ye wo kotoku ayi ekufo adomo ene Dankwa modie no eye achim ebu akwa ena meka se mo bia emlemu na omoto won aba ma CPP omo anto aba ma Dankwa
to omoto aba tia JB Dankwa
tutia no nti enenso ni omo
I know na people teacher be winning here no
obey people so those days and there was I no one knew and what fast no people teacher then
oh tutiano
omo tutiano
Tutiano ojo olukura
that time you say ikrobodu say ekodi 3 months wo year campaign ema ya tutia JB Dankwa enti yama Ghana for ntiase na fenso bibibia sa busuya na hwehwe no omo mpemfa nko achimo hwe Rollins baya na yese o yetra ballistic. And indeed he was. Ghana dia na yesuro no kreka. Asoja ni police ni be bia ewafo nko na yefa won. Na nya ni fiefu at least na ye eweland we votarian wo benya adwuma ye as against anakan. No bia ni the records are there. But when mu dia no worse than near Rollins we dia sefie ho no enko a enti akonwa ya wabedi 8 years. Womu ehu chire won Ghana ha mpa chaw achemfo ka ho ne ka omo atobon say restricted to ne fiefo eno ne ade ese Ghana man eti ase na two things na mekae no say me shase ene say pacho mitimi to aso
two things
two things no eno say two things a achemfo mpacho meka achema obi otie me bia say me hu say I'm using it in a certain context. I'm talking about the for repenning royal house into your chin in a wood. I'm not talking about generally a chim for bet a DS me bono.
Okay.
Now, Omuchi noma mienu ewo Ghana eye Asante ene Kwame Nkrumah.
Can you
Omuchi Asante kra ene Omuchi Kwame Nkrumah. What was I saying?
Omo hawo nyina no eya
Asante ebe wiase. Asante ni kwa ko omo adwene on so omo di akanfo nyina so omo adwene no. And for that matter Ghana hina. And Asante o to okasa no wato sabi. And na ye omo abufu kra so ba bi no okatwi a. O se ukatwi wo Ghana ha first and foremost you guys say Asante. And no na ha won. And na friends so politics no. Say nye Kwame Nkrumah. Ko omo adwene on say JB Dankwa. Ebe first country. Inti noma mienu na wo history mu Ashanti Empire yanka achimabuakwa Empire and the preeminence of Ghana, the founder of the nation. Ne yanka JB Dankwa say we founder of the nation. Asiwo yepa.
These are the two things.
Two things. These are the two things. Inti asa Ghana 40 years yete sadie we yase ye bete a Japade deal no ase the best so ate founders day no ase after that no bloggers no muntwitwa mfa nko baby na debate na end because bibia wote ase area it is a football 90 minutes no so we so be a free park ho na okọ baby o free buy
yanto aso it is our two things no then as our two things why when you akada say Ashanti Empire and then Kwame Nkrumah becoming the founder of this country. That's a Kenya Kwame Nkrumah. JB Dankwa be the leader of this country. Sure. And as a nya Asante can one dream say one or more can for media can so. Bibi so hope you more my ya. Nanka mo de pesa to me no. Awo yo ya and so mo sanka.
Ni na free beginning no me chirase baba be si so pepe. nti say Ashanti na your history and Nkrumah dey na politics nti say starting from the historical background ni nyina ne say na akanfo nyina ye katwi no ayifo na di enso eye denchira
trifo denchira
ye denchira o capital ye dunkwa na traditional capital ye djukwa no na o real capital ne abankese so na Kumasi be kwa ye chi wanyina eye wasase in fact nka about 1/3 or half of in the Ashanti region there about half of Ashanti na ni na ye denchira asase no muti Asante memu ha ekono na me ye pam won ekoye na bra Asantefo edi ntimi jakari so enkonem no na o say to 2 years say wo mu ana som denchira no ene Asante na aba top nti so obi abesom Asante eye asen eye akwamu eye denchira eye adanse ene achem treni nyina so obi abehye won ase wo mu aka ne te ase na achemfo so wo mu nte ase eye denchira na edi enso denchira no wa yenye efa ahudi eno na wo se tutu kwa akotwe won waso a omu ni nyansa ntokwa na nsi wo achimlando they were very smart omu ba asen ho baby omu ba very far and Asantefo any ni won ho so say war na be started and they selected best 10 hunters and they will be the best 10 shooters no mu ko lay ambush time o twenso na pew the rest is history near day opoku ware no a teenager near didn't see a kunyaso. You didn't see a kunyaso no. This time instead of Ashanti going there, I chemi so said to cry yakunu na kola ketuwe. And no na omu di mirika ba Asante say abechi second chief no so etwenity ti kejetia and omu kunye. And no omu kwahihye mpaboa bi Asantefo hu ni bida. No omu say mpaboa mu de bobo life and no ne ahantan war. Asante defeat the ahantan war. Samoya hantano fede mu twansu okura ne ya moto ayi Kumasi ne ye
anti Asante frɛ wonum sɛ wo ya hantan
for ne de ahantan war no
enya hantan ye wo
nya hantan wo western region
but no more refer to Achimbu Akwafo
also we are the ones who read history book bia was said this war has got nothing to do with the Hunter people of the coast.
That's right.
But rather the behavior of the
very good
Achimbu Akwafo people.
Eti na Asantefo refer to Achimbu Akwafo no say wo ya hantan enti mo timi atwansuo kura ba ye
territory abet mu sa hyehyɛ mpaboa kama mo de bobo life wo Kumasi ha they were rooted mercilessly and from that time no be share Asantefo ase to the bi omu twon mu kisi omu say no one has ever colonized us before me pacho obi bia okatwi wo Ghana no wa sha Asantefo ase Obibia, because at one point or the other, they were all serving Denchira. And after the fall of Denchira, Ashanti ruled everybody.
All right.
I mean, there is no doubt about that. Now, Omubasha Asante Asen, and ye wonder deep in Mire Biomo Shisha, one fan who did. Until 1874, Sagrenti war no, sorry, instead of fighting for their masters, if I should put it that way, Ashanti, they rather fought on the part of the British.
Oh, okay. So many abrofo ne kabo.
Omo koboa abrofo.
Ekutia Ghana.
Ekutia Ghana, ekutia Asante.
That is Ghana for.
Okay. Okay. Ekutia be before.
Onua ne Nkrumah for no ne ye baako kutia o.
Enti Asante eto form. Ene mo munya wo mu freedom kra. Asante antumi anyone subium. And indeed, you know that after 1874, Sagrenti won Ashanti Empire no a follow. A follow year. Now, one more permits bia, woman Asante Bayepe.
Okay.
No more general one, no more who say, a dear barco pe, and a differentiating Ashanti and Achem. Nanka Empire, Empire Negu. Necessary, dear, ye can't or che Maya, near Asante Maya. Ubia beka se Asante hene eti kokoso golden stool wache hene de ono wati dua so the black stool nti e se ye yifiri ho na ye ne won eye pe
Asante hene te gold so
sika kokoso rempe Asiedu ati sika kokoso eye sika dwa kofi
na ye bo oche hene so
eye black stool akonya tuntum
eye dua
wa hene bia to so bi Ghana no
eye dua
nti se sika kokko no efiri ho a ya ne won aye pe yane wo ayepe nti kwan bia be fa so sika kokko ni be firi ho no se efiri ho enti emra asant abrofo eye wo wadwen se 1900 omu kopesika dwakofi na kira kwan na wo mu akono wo hene a akire ye be frɛ no oforiated first ana ne fie din eye Fredua Ajiman. I mean one full name no mu se minimini America. Okay. Kwadwo Fredua Ajiman. Okay. No ye o chenyina mo akwanta wo fase. Wonyam fro konwa no. He enlisted in the Royal West Africa Frontier Force in order to join the expedition to Ashanti to go and take the golden stool. Oh. Yes. Into a new one ekoi. No be any say golden stool, even though the Ashantis were defeated in the Yasantiwa War, their pride was kept intact. Golden stool na brofo ntimi afanko. Na momo 1896 dear. Na ya che prempe de nko Seychelles. Enti abra oforia te ye Fredua Agyemani ba be fro akonwa kase ye na nanom akonwa kase ye ochema ye akonwa no. Oba be fro pe ana ohu ade bi. Asante. Niema ye wachina bi na Asante for the soldierfo aba so ya na broni na ntimi anyimi oni abese member ti ade no kosi akonwa so e na opere ye samra no ahemfo ne select won the course colonial parliament no legislative assembly representing achimabu akwa kwaje in the seat into waje in the seat no the immediate preoccupation and so obeye dede what join the fantasy scholars who were already agitating for the return of Prempeno or then are not too. So
now you fancy for him from and a push
fantasy scholars, yes.
Yama
Ayubra Prempemra Emra
and not or no dinner who cook
or didn't who cook for him.
Send a bayer and form a tone channel.
Sir, what we say? Why bunny? I say, Apara we are calling a name and marry. Nane papa hey one apra come we some patch me na me pray one I lay bed come me and me lay bed no send you back cover boni
go eba no we kwamu number akokura wa press yesi apepa
enti wo jemu den ama Gogisberg mu na agitu me say ampa nipa ne yako adi won so awie asantefo hye yase eye ena omo asi wa hene foforo den na nan wa hye ba bia achesa ena ye de no bai Nti mbre obabeduru Ghana de wo mu oda won wase kase ye pa in his speech no fantasy scholars yi wanya your friend say oforiated the first ewom he thought it was genuine when him say yeah my wife catch me say where's bu ha metena TV so am use on pentimi use nti ne meka ne say
na ka person ka your wife mpe no
meka je say na che say maka menka na because hypocritical.
Send the one.
But want was so yeah was buha etie ni pebinti ya mama nyusu
hypocritical the Ethiopia
e would Ethiopia nti ne na nkofo asantefo fi say na nanu adwuma na wo ye ne very genuine na ka won na me de prempe defense am by wo no de wonim ne na wo ye nti na nan e ba wie e ma bibia ye kama Obia kura nim say enche bia about 3 years ago or 4 years ago say to the second otie konwesi oba chebi ni speech ni mo kan say ni ntira ma ba ha no me bedam ase ne mo nana eye maame a na me nana aka si shell no tumebu ama ye de no e ba me pacha owie no me bisa ahemfie hofo mpanimfo ni bisa munim history no mo si yenim ne mom at least eye kobre e no koma Britain ena ni bre oba befa golden stool akoni hina anyeye no on record nso no okasa say yemfa asante hene emra enti ni oye kane no se ye ne na nkoko ho ntokwa ni oye na kire no na se ho say ye de ma no enti wo mu nimpa but sabe wo mu nyina smart two sides ni hina enti wono se say ne ba oba no so ye hypocritical because attitude there no ono say the same hypocrisy when him pass a fair papa no the cover bibi also share that by also me share that meka bibi ntini na ya agro eboa e mo man nya koreye na ye ko yanim na achima bua kwade Begini say nka wo kan ya katwi ni nyina nka omo ye smart chain wo bia. You see plan no mu ye say wo mbema asante atofom na omo ni ye nyina ye pena if possible e beba wo anim no. They didn't give up that plan. Okay. And the next plan was that the bia yamfa yehu enje public service mu sani e beben broni no.
It's when the traditional one more or less failed, you know. They saw the next plan to be either politics, public service.
Na masante fo kwachichiri kuro bi wo ti na wo voter register na sato. Ana kuro bi e o man bi e fa ne sahwi esa awie ti esa awie de a ana esa to atwade a
sahwi na no
esa awie sahwi ana okọ oti e kuro bi de esa to atwa enti se esa awie de a afa se transit for development enti as chemfo ne se esa no awie abana wie ye de a yen scheme bi foforo. And what was the scheme? Yen fa yen ho foreign public service mu always be close to the government. Na no na baboa mo abedi asantefo anim because we mo no asante akonya na aye apolitical because they formed an empire no mo fi say mo show biase nti yen suro president yen fa yen ho ko politics mu nti washa asante yin ntumi nka so NPP and NDC and CPP where ne ho say is above politics like Queen Elizabeth or Ndiabaka say King Charles san why no ho the stool no has been placed above politics and no chima say there be hwe yeah there above politics ya wan beti yedi sante din ne there so that the yan forsum pedi enti from Oforiata the first or less foundation no ebesi ne se washa Achimobuakwa Royal House, whether it is CPP, PP, PNP, UGCC, but piano muse politics no mu. Ade piano mo pe. Esoro nko bentifi. Peso mo ben etifi. To mo ni colonial government ni what eboa wo. Mo nya scholarship bebre meant for even that Achimobuakwa as a state in a Royal House no. Okay. And your chin bi ni bi aka so onima oboa. And a ma bufuo ba wo mu no say all scholarship everything nti me pacho ye pakrachefo fear wo mu produce akrachefo wo Ghana ho ha they are next to none and you should give them scholarship bebre through British government after independence in politics no there be almost and I'm so mo find abrofo and na through that there be so mo no it was a policy nti say washa tam ye de na Akufo Addo MPP presidential candidate first near than a do a Kaswa rally no. He said it. Or say, if you are maybe free money there, public service and any do jarry, there be a person your politics near Tria, Esro, but your Obia upon sign play, or can a Kaswa to the whole nation. No more any history, no. They thought to say, I'll grow in a na, Odi. Our Casanos were born Nipa Muni and a Hano, or born and I know of a JB Dankwa, Edi, no sign a ball. The town for Nkrumah edi te ade share won etinim. That's right. Into one was Asante no more intimi won, but they will come back later to defeat Ashanti. I will tell you. Enti one more day no money abrofo ne be year one. To the extent that during the Second World War, Oforiata the first year 1943 no. I catch abrofo ne say, you know say Achimobuakwa nko na Ghana nyame che yen denchamuo. Ne brofo din say denchamuo brofo din menim ne brofo din say wano na den do say menim eno ne diamond denchamuo mum ye diamond eno ne diamond twi ne denchamuo na sika kokko ye gold enti ehwanko na ne yetu diamond denchamuo wo royalties ne heavy one say diamond et say ya the value the gold value say ansa na to diamond et say any timber ne gold yetu wo asase so royalties no ema Oforiata kachira abrofo ne say war no a wo mo ku Second World War ese enya bibi de support wo no mutumi defeat Germany ana mo ka say won sika no jet ketwa ne say ne kase eti say kro mo mfanto na nya symbol say during the Second World War Achimobuakwa Royal House bought the British a jet to fight the Germans. And the agreement was that, the covenant was that, said debi a basse move free or main mu aqua, no more do a minor shayensa.
Ah.
So you know where the Ejapadia starts from? Long baby Ejapadia no free ba.
Okay.
The Ejapadia deal.
Okay.
And Abrofo no edgy here. And to cut a long story short, they were prepared to do biombe pushy ochimai ako enimu. The first one was that even though United Gold Coast Convention your friend is say enzima kotoko this year pa grant na etiye and obie ni me say ono na no ye chairman na ne kofari ba na bankroller na president no obie so ni me say first vice no another enzima man RS Blay and the JB down kwade na kotoso 3 oye kuma home or second vice in charge of the Eastern Province. But Abrofo said that propelling to the top. I am man aboarding the doyen of Ghana politics. I'm sure everybody knows that title, the doyen of Ghana politics.
I think that was when they did the Western Commission of Inquiry. No?
Report to no. Almost he said the doyen of Ghana politics.
The 1948 trials.
That's right. Wabra. Politics in Yina Kofari by 1947, a year, Park Grant. Abrofo ni bufu na se we bie yani ma ye gin the concessions in Yina or mine we say muma ni timber hundreds of thousands of logs ne Gutakrade Harbor ne Axim Beach na ye gin the contract edema South African businessman called RT Briscoe papa we na ye nkaino ya de abodi ni ma JB down committee.
So no wending concern.
Ya de a man. Na ebufuo no America na ne say. Abra wo mutena se ya United Gold Coast Convention no. The whole idea no and say. What we say at the time ya UGCC no. Nipa bebre adwene ma on so. Omo kase bi omo say JB Dankwa was a lawyer. JB Dankwa was a lawyer. Indeed, JB Dankwa was a member of the Colonial Parliament. Legislative Assembly representing Achimebuakwa. That time a handpick, you know. And now your friend is saying Grant was also representing Second D.
Okay.
And now your friend is saying Obankraha, Obeche Bilamte.
And your election on winning no.
Oh, there be some and your universal adult suffrage. Moamwe ho. To say to say assemblyman sana net your universal adult suffrage. Into Moamwe no.
And
then there be unopposed. Said that time, no. Hey, obi at that time no kuta PhD wo. Ghana say we beto me na understanding. Nti sa no many bi na wo mu eye. Nti sa fo na ye lead.
That time na people teach and beating no kuta PhD.
And no still kuta PhD. And then say na universal adult suffrage na party politics abem. The earlier ones na enye on party partisanship.
Yanko.
Nti no ne ekokosi ya ne sam from so a wo mu ye nyina no and say Omuni Abrofo here once say we are already members of the Colonial Parliament. Otherwise, we are businessmen. Now, mom, as Goggisberg, a country one, Africanization policy, you should grow the Ghanaian, the Gold Coaster. Not the beer, the Omine, the Ashanensa. Sadia Yantia Manyokuobi. Anytime beer Brunino aircon, not the Omino Amai. And no mom, what's here? There must be an administrator to do a full-time work in the office, letting people to know, say, I'm your Kuabini, until the moment Abrunini be free one. No, mine are yes, until almost self-government within the shortest possible time. Then full-time work for them. But that anytime it became necessary for the white man to leave, as Goggisberg has started in 1925. No, now call ho. And no nemo mukofa Kwame Nkrumah by because he was unemployed. 2, he was not a lawyer. Obi a lawyer and couldn't buy the following day no amount briefcases so or court. 3rd, he was an enzyme like Grant. Into what that the number 4, he was completely penniless, and that was true.
No,
so,
no,
and he said, Obama so could briefcase be an entire room and a 1 container load of books. And no more Donyeska be a de ton
books.
Now, what Babedru say, you catch and say, a man £100 a month, a Juma be our oil, Obejayama, British pounds, 100 near the Kwame Nkrumah, only a Juma be Iowa, Britain, and £100 a lot of money. Not those days, 1947. Nkrumah was very excited and obey. The problem that UGCC faced and they say, "Sa papa no, adio ohwehwe wo wiase ane fa hudie eno ho adwuma no kokosuan." Nto ano ba na momo say, "Yaya na systematic process, forgetting that you are fully employed."
And others were unemployed.
Oh no, you're unemployed. And now, Obedri Yanon, so £100 a month, and what is to say, and then we use it to bait you to come, we'll give you £25 a month. And Nkrumah catcher was okay. I'm suffering just as the ordinary masses, but you are enjoying. And on the veranda boy, you know, we say the ordinary people and fight against you. So to cut along. So Nkrumah a veranda boy because he was, with all his degrees, he was unemployed. So what you say? And the masses who were suffering, he was not different from them. £25 in the demand of Yesika. No man who hear Nkrumah Maum or catch one say on in Nemua. The way I am for no budget or so, or can I send me more energy? As I many starting to bottom manager and the money you enum into £25, so to me almost suspended. Into Nkrumah did not accept the money. He didn't. But he started the work and did the work. Into a Jumanu, yeah. Na JB down kwa chain say pa grant awaya akokora no obewu e ma na take over UGCC no abeye first leader of this country no Nkrumah abeje fa hudie no e ma 1951 election no 38 constituencies UGCC had 3 independent 1 CPP 34 yes 34 until with the bomb and 38. And immediately the party collapsed.
Which party?
The United Gold Coast Convention.
UGCC, Eguye.
Until the December standing election 1954. And then the Wafasi on the ticket of CPP. And we need
now that the Wafasi people teacher.
The Wafasi people teacher.
Now when you on Okuta PhD.
NPP lawyer no or Kasa Baby Ben Kwefense.
Obi
Debbie young guy or go to me station. No. That should be his father. That should be his father.
Okay.
And he some way see you know. Your friend is Achimo Bwakwa Royal House ye pa.
After say JB Dankwa lose election.
Because Onua na oba be your mampeni. No
lose election.
What was say Oko parliament you know British under the British Constitution no nanke obetumi ya no either opposition leader or leader of the government ewo ho you one from the minority party and the majority party ye bibia from parliament British Constitution no Westminster there into once you lose it means you are out of politics completely.
Okay.
And Asante for no so a sideline no because of the age old enmity between Asante and Achem. And Nuntino, Asante for no mu ye CPP for na 54 election no and no mu kokote NLM. Almost say yati ya ho every CPP. Na UGCC there na Asante nka ho big sesi and ya mo Asante ni bi adi wo mu da ya mo ewe ni bi we northern no mu nka ho na ndru ho UGCC na nka omo pefa ho di ama the colony ajebi dan kwa soldier see the name Akanman em say what pen.
That's right.
Obi edi say Akanman Ghana and free JB dan kwa no mentimu bi because what can 1,000 times.
That's right.
The concept Akanman so Asante enka ho. Wait, your mama nka ya me politics so.
Baby so ka history na say history come here lawyer.
Enti asem
we net no meba.
Maybe so me akane more than 2 tests ko.
What they can you reach now bet ba.
Enti ekoba sa no. Na chese Nkrumah be ye prime minister. Na de san ye obufu ni say Asantefo ehu secret no. Na the most foremost account politician instead so mbe fa no eye JB Dankwa. And Asantefo prof fa obi obetuma challenge Nkrumah. Na Achimfo na adwene on say obi betuma challenge Nkrumah nka enye Dankwa. Na Asantefo say there be ye this year e wa ha. Won say Samra no Ashanti Ahafo and Bono na one region na Bono ni Ashanti West. Until na Asantini in quote or ye Bono ni dey by part of Ashanti region. And only Professor K.A. Buzia. And Asantefo no kofa ni ba be lead one party. Until at independence the leader of the opposition was Professor K.A. Buzia. Until nature said Dankwa there ye good enimu ase wo politics mu Emma, according to Dr. Joe Apia, Proceedings of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, 1974-75, pages 28 and 29. She at Timobua to the stance or changing any friend, and he bought a Konya de Mano, Chebi, a Konya the Chafohene of the Achimobua state. And that was the highest political achievement when I and San Oko Womb, I think 1965. And Hano, who said the first reason Antibema Obibio free a fear Nibube Fu Kwame Nkrumah and a Konyanua JB Dankwa Yendi Wabro Muni Abrofona agreement is a Queen Biaso Yadibema JB Dankwa. To the extent is 1950, Kwame Nkrumah declared positive action na yadene kwato prison. JB Dankwa made a statement. Thank God the wolf has been caged. Thank God the wolf has been caged. Kwame Nkrumah. Ntineche sa oba bedi o mampenino. Oba benya edi. Unfortunately, Kwame Nkrumah APA 1951 election.
So JB Dankwa referred to Kwame Nkrumah as a wolf.
As a wolf. At the same time, don't forget earlier. Wolf Pateku.
Okay.
Earlier on,
lawyer come. I don't want to. What they call lawyer?
Intimate to us. Enti se washa Kwame Nkrumah na ama abrofono any achemfo agreement no mu ye no ameb. Senya Nkrumah nkomu nim kwan ombefa so a edi akonwa no ebema ye frɛ ne sɛ ochiman this year JB Dankwa. Nti from that time no na so omu hu no kwan ombefa so a akonwa no ombenya edi. So womu de wo hu bebɔ 1969 election ne de na santifo di wo hu so womu adwene ma sa adwene na ba achemfo tirim no ni wontirim.
Okay.
66 election 69 election no yenyin film 79 Third Republic dia no ana achemfo no ekọ join asantefo really for the first time because Ashantis were on their own. If anything impa na nka omo ni Asante ye one na nka say ye NPP Northern People's Party and the Voltarians voted Togolan Party. Omo mi ensa na kambo omo na form United Party na UGCC nka United Party. Well, that means Dankwa no nka UP no eho nti Asantefo ntie no mo fa won ho adwene no mo enka ho na ye Ochiman no they are very smart and I'm saying among the tree speaking people no mom ye nyintum say Achemfo no sharp smart chen ye nyina omu yusu omu adwene chen ye nyina omu adwen kase chen ye ya yaka no na nano na ye akire mu no
na adwen kase no omu de ye dan
adwen kase nya no omu benyo mampani edi
ye de nyo mampani na o de ye oman ni ye adwen kase ye de
there be nipa no so oje oman na fa ntia da no oje aye ni ye
enti na me kan ti omu adwen kase na ye adwen kase a ye mfa nya de pa.
Well,
how can you describe Kwame Nkrumah as a wolf? Lawyer ko
enti eba ne sa no hwe nyansa omu huni on se sisi ano okwa achimabu akwa omu constituencies no should be about 6 omu constituency obu akwa North Central etiwa fanti akwa I'm about 6 or 7 and uni Ashanti omu constituencies in Ashanti metropolitan Ashanti no 46 na fei ahafo as Ashanti 6 no about New Job in North and South 2
okay
that's sisi ano mo 54 na loosely no kwa wunso ya Asante that should give you about 4 nti eba beka ho a na kire say out of 275 constituencies Ashanti and then external Ashantis ni na kambo mu a omu no almost 60 constituencies almost 60 and obi there at least 6 or at most 7 and who say onfa ne ho mebo
okay
in an otherwise unequal alliance to say one ayibi anansesem bi no a akwawe anifrani no ono enamo ana o say owu ani afura na sabe cripple no ba fine no cripple no ono ntena wo kon so na fa no kwa afuom because ono no kire wo kwan te cripple no wunyansa say mama nso wonsa famisi wo kwan ho na yenkona bi ansuo ho na yetwa nsuo no na ya mre nti anifra ye ni no for as long as say opeso oduru afuo mu ho no say
osi nyansani ne ko
osi nyansani ne si ne ko nti na che say ba fine de na adwen na dididi nti aha no aye ochiman no ne yi ne afa ne say cripple no ana asanteman ani anifraeni no upo that is it. That is the unequal alliance. Achimfo afoso asantefo mo agea to mu say ekuo bi wo your friend Dankwa Buzia club. Mpacho Dankwa Buzia club from what I have narrated so far. Because Dankwa belonged to the UGCC. Okay. And then the NLM Bafwa Akoto founded it. And when it came to UP United Party, it was Simon Diadonk Dombo. SG Anto Bafwa Akoto. And Omumi and Sano. Yemkwe obi obeba be ye leader. Oh, kuta superior education. I bet you facing Nkrumah with the superior education. And only ke buzia. Inti na chese Dankwa de wombe beton krofo we kuta adwene kase se se yetwe yen ho a would say so 7 constituencies even today out of 275 that ben nipa ebeba di president of Ghana. Na mo yanya ne se fretiti nyina ya wa Dankwa Buzia club enti mo asanteman nyina ni srem asanteman ani sremfo nyina momo de anu buzia na ye achimfo nso de anu hwan Dankwa
ye nko aye wo baako ba mo aka nyina no so wo baako Dankwa Buzia
nti won say 79 election no ana omo propose to Ashanti say big six ni nyina ewu big six no na yi wo ho eyi ti ase
ba ye ni big six bia
ye ni big omo yi me ko ho ne no omo de ane say big six no that imaginary big six no mienu na CPP fo Kocaine ene Kwame Nkrumah.
That's right.
Na Kocaine not ase no CPP ni. Okay. Na your friend say wo mu aka na ye UP fo na eyewu obi ewu aka pawuri into the automatic leader of the mateme ho your friend say tradition. Na santifo ne say David na where the oba mu say eno na omobufu yi omokokote United National Convention UNC ayensa clean.
That's right.
Emma Powell instead of joining the Ashantis PFP Vitousu Popular Front Party ayen Sonoma omukwa join PNP for President Nkrumah's party.
That's right.
Emma PFP elusu here. Now that Republican year two no about fourth Republican omode Dankwa Buzia buy say your friend is akwawe Vitousu no leader oni ho and a Powell is a leader of UNC when you ho somebody nipa ede omo ye na nyame boae and this man a standing politician then Professor Edubuahin or your chini of your CM obey a presidential candidate na election no 1992 omo bokote te duru 96 no and Nkrumah say okay I say eduru mu 10 anya hwe nti omo ye ya bukofo ewini he na ye fa ne say akufo na akufado elusi he e wo sunyane.
That's right.
But was say anya hwe enduru ye nso omukwa ebeba ye nso yeso nti at the Legon Congress no PRC say 3 years so to the extent even when there was a tie omusan to abano omukwa negotiations ema papa ye fa ne say Alan epeni ba bi tena ma ye de manana akufo ado what was omu kuta adwen kase e mbere ne du ya yesa akufo ado nso ti ase say no eduru asantefo no eten no. Do you know what he started saying? Kokumase catch asantefo say your tradition no eyemiensa eye Dankwa Buzia na domo timesramu ewo mu say asantefo yemfa esremni nye leader de pen de nso eduru wonso say yedi akonwa no ema domofo na so matias omontias obawumia is the presidential candidate of NPP representing the domo faction na we free one year fay tama 1962-63 Nkrumah Obie Institute of African Studies University of Ghana ni speech no okan obabi before mienu din said they should learn from them, otherwise the institution will not be any institution. Obo Professor Anton William Mamo, the first black scholar, our Ghanaian. And we obeka say, only a philosopher. We are not JB Dankwa. That JB Dankwa no waben no man watch rono. I say a shame na yesia. That is Nkrumah was a very honest academic into the field of history and religion and philosophy na JB Dankwa belong and me pacho de man one kasa wo muntamu nye into oduru wa omoni din there be onyesa dishonest scholar there be na mom se obeka se Ghana ono no de ba pacho nyonu se obeka se ono no de Kwame Nkrumah ba Ghana me pacho nye wono a and omun so eka se Buzia ne Ghana's first professor no and so I am from so Buzia rather was the first African professor at the University of Ghana. Na professors ni nyina ye abrofo. Na Professor Buzia ne first bibinia oba bachelor at the University of Ghana Institute of African Studies. Na mom the first Ghanaian professor was Professor Anton William Amo from 1703 to 1756. Obey a professor in philosophy at Germany. Our child, your Halle University, Jena University, Leipzig, Wittenberg. Our Germany.
Ara, my memory of the next 25
1703. That's more than 200 years. And son, here Buzio. Buzio, another 1910 or 1915. I think 1915. Now, mono, ya 1703 or Axim, a small village called Okonu. Okonu near Axim. To one must say, Buzia was Ghana's first professor, and rather the first professor at Legon. Na bibi memu nyinara bibi ni odi kan ko school eye Ghana ni ofri Ghana Axim ono ne Anton William Amo the Black Star. The Black Star ono the Black Star na wo eyi ne mu
ye flag ni mu
ona
de bai
wono na okasa no o ma na eyi no the motus the Mirefi or can Latin say the rights that the rights of black people in Europe. That was his first dissertation.
Okay.
De jure
Latin. Latin.
De jure mororium in Europa, something like that.
Okay.
The first dissertation because you're black and the only black person at Wako school. No, Abrofuni yina ko meeting here so unsure something about black people, the rights of black people in Europe, because that time, you know, not all blacks, you know, any rights were considered animals.
Oh, and I'm Belgium, human zoo. No,
Omudi nipa ko Britain for ye, America na ebi ewo and Tinana blacks in Tuaba, even the US until 63, until 63, I know more Tuaba.
Before I bro,
into sa thesis, you know. I can't say on Chirono. And not Chiro BB say Europeans one I consider womu who said they had always been free, starting from the days of the Roman Empire. And to be part of the Roman Empire was to be a free person. Until as a free person, to be free means to think freely for other people. And during the Roman Empire, now black people were free people who were part and parcel of the Roman Empire. Omuba Egypt, Omu Pharaohs, ni ade no omu ni won yina di dwabo mekun tokwa ebom. Tie yina ye free people. Nti say na Europe that price itself as civilized based on Christian civilization. Na utumi kokochi wu nipa oye tuntum no ye nipa ye born to say wa na wo ton no a, then you have abused the concept of freedom.
Okay.
Inti anuna papa no propaganda to a rican bibia kama and a man in Sasso said the Black Star.
It is a yet what can I see dear? The first black professor Ayamo.
First black scholar Anton William.
Black scholar.
Anton William Amo. Ono no science. Ofrazim ono no tro ni dia. Ni book ni bibia mu. Otro Antonio Golomos Amo, that is in Latin.
Okay.
Ab Azimo in Guinea, from Axim in Guinea. So that part of West Africa, the Guinea coast, the Biana Okano. In fact, one friend who saw a German da, Antonio Golomos Amo, Ab Azimo in Guinea. One friend who said,
and the first professor at the University of Ghana.
Buzia. Na dankwa the account concept of God.
Okay.
Clarify say yeni minyame ansa na wo muba. Into that Black Star no and Marcus Garvey. Eko steady no hu say into sa Mnonkofo we Jamaica. Bibini bi oye nua be ye professor in philosophy. Now the whole Europe is a country who di animu of philosophy. Germany. And obey a professor wa kire abrofo ade. Then one day concept the dinner done so appellation the black star or creating a company sir. No, so one day all black people in America and Caribbean will come back to Africa in a ship called the Black Star. And Nkrumah so US ekosunya Marcus Garvey na no nimisa sa amo a can say ab azimo in Guinea no indeed oye Ghanaian until say because no fee say Tama German chancellor no Professor Ludwig or reading acceptance speech no or refer to Azimo no as being in Eastern Africa intina Nkrumah adwene ya ne say in Ethiopia and amu efi na tama 1945-46 oba Britain no called British Museum and already the full story of Amo and who is on enemy and for every the same area no so adopted the Black Star now because he was highly detribalized into tama Todoshia Oku or prepare the flag of Ghana. No catch and some for Black Star to middle and I'm in her last interview before she died okasa sadia and yenkonya ni star ni bebre te say American flag no see there be me here ba kope because Nkrumah with superior knowledge was referring to one man called Amo who show yes a brighten or star or shining in Europe or be a quine my nama abrofo who says sir giving so the
that's chance. the history behind the Black Star
just one star Kantesa Nketioshi aku yeli bebre na Nkrumah had in mind one person obi e kwan man who say given the chance ade bia broni aye yanso ye betumi aye in the speech you know say the black man is capable of managing his own
affairs
and then the book not sure conscientism no copy amo everything acha asi sua de na obi Canada fabi eka woni ye nyini ko me nyina ba bi nka say he is a liar me pacho nya say ni pasori ane abetena o yedika kan ade yesua de pa pacho nka wo ka ba frame ye bosre mu ka ye scholar nka ba frame na wo kan pacho nka ye nyi wadi
nka me ko pacho republic time no ko then you do her and yes enye holiday mpobium
aweho na ye kan republic ahun ete say sebe obati yenim ha wa wo ne ba ye wo ade bia homa bi to a oba akwala no so akwane maame yem onya se fe na umbilical
cord
nfuruma no nti se ye ntwa saade na wo mu se ya wo nipa de enso oda so kan maame hu
okay
kosi mra wo betwa ne se what detach no nti fa hodie no aye independence 6 March 1957 kwa Nkrumah eyi Union Jack aye British for flag na de ba form no cast at long last Ghana is free forever now. Ya 2 years Ghana no. Now the problem associated with it no and they say now your head of state aye Queen Elizabeth and as a British monarch. Na Kwame Nkrumah your prime minister no was just the head of government. It is an esadia embre bia ye parliament ebeye no se wo de koma Queen Elizabeth no sign ansa na be law se ne na ye parliament eye mra ye fe ne bill bill no na wo de akoma president or sign na che se nya presidential assent ansa na ya friend law to say LGB TQ sanity and the moment or den nsa ebe chance ansa na ya friend law they say ya wonya nya na ye bill inti mra bia ye parliament be ye no Queen Elizabeth mfa ne nsa nhyase a eda so ye bill o sign wi a na be ye law no to me metena ha endi se adwuma no ene ye yi obi e fa ne governor general
okay
ye shanko asum ne de no ye governor ene de ye nya fa ahudie nti e be fa ne governor general Lord Listowel ona no ogina ho ma Queen Elizabeth ana Nkrumah hu se ye bre ne ye mra na de koma Lord Listowel no wa hwema o se dare we nya de British Parliament beji atum na say we German can no sign the back say you should know that you are still linked to Britain and you are not supposed to do sir na mamema with the finest example Kwame Nkrumah independence 1957. Yebia University College of the Gold Coast 1948. And Nkrumah proposed to the British government. So why independence? I say a friend University of Ghana. And that's here University College of the Gold Coast. 3 clear years after independence, because you needed a charter from Parliament. Say the best now, brofone so mumpene adentila. Nkrumah's Africanization policy. The moment woman one sabesha as ye pe Nkrumah be pamwa brofona ya professors ni
Pacho, we say University of Ghana din when the propose here.
Pacho ni pode ba ye osaje fu Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Pacho now
ye University College of the Gold Coast.
The Pacho now microphone nema.
Oh.
Sesia na microphone no eba. Pacho, we say a Dean University of Ghana no. The Kano answer the Dean University of Ghana neighbor no. Lay a friend is saying.
Answer the University of Ghana, na University College of the Gold Coast, affiliated to University of London. Ntina nyomu ane ma one certificate.
I feel Mike na started.
Sa me Mike na ba mamen san council say University of the Gold Coast, College of the Gold Coast no. Ye biye no. Na Achimota School.
Na wahi.
Achimota School.
Okay.
Na Prempeh the second. Omu asijebi dan kwana. Etu din a BA University of Ghana sabe nke president say yam fanti JB dan kwano president o kan sam kase o wogide se school bi okumase wo ye na Santimine secondary school o koso ha me wa wogide so say to the second e ka se yenyi di Santimine free so ni emfa Poku area na Prempeh di ntu so wonim say atemdidi e kase yama Santimine
asam kase beba Santimine
tio Ghana di o yenyin fa Nkrumah na dankwa na bedema na krobodi se ento so mpacho eho kakra no senka eyobi mpo na de ba ya dankwa mpo na de ba ya nka ye munsuo se wo beka se subset na de so se universal set mathematics kakra me ye no inti mesra
lawyer
yanto aso hwe Nkrumah ba ya
prime na di ni ye University College
of the Gold Coast. Na meba.
Brother Chemi nipa o Mike na ba fine pa. Why the proposal Dean University of Ghana?
Me trust ye say. Tell moi. Allen Commission ka say ye benya just one university for West Africa. Na Ghana for ko fight here. Ye fight ya say akukosa e ka ho. Sanke ye mfamra and common sense dictate say Nigeria population is almost 10 times that of Ghana. Okay. In the Nigeria from school.
University of Ghana.
University wa ntina say de ma wom. Nti omu ba na ne yenwere akwo na Ghana for say ne yan ye ba bia ye school. Na British government say some we scam mo de be ya. And ye be recognize amamo. Mum ye ntia he yo.
Je bi ti opa o mic na ba.
Ya na maybe papa. MPP ne no ye senior minister no.
JH Winsa.
Tabi.
Osafo. Okay.
I say, a chum for starting politics, na more Santi for way, Miss Ramo. Share. William, Prempeh the second Asante Hene. Some ran na chum, sorry, Asante, Ahafo, and the Bono, one region. That was the biggest region in Ghana and the leading cocoa producer region in Ghana. Into one of Prempeh the second, sorry, I say, me the idea be ba. Ubi oba we ni cocoa piano, ya betibi. Na ya boano near the BA University no. Nti atete ya ye digu ho no. Ena Nkrania ya frano Bruce, Nanka Bruce.
Oh, Nanka Bruce on your fancy.
Oh, that mpacho ya Nkrani ba.
And Olma we sweating you.
Nti Nanka Bruce no ya Nkrani
this. Man kan ye o mic can cough. Olma we sweating. Nanka
Bruce no. Wono ena no wo the first and only private radio station in Ghana. Ya frano Zoe. Ana oye de me copy BBC say si amie university ni bintam wo Gold Coast ha trouble ebeba enti tam ye gigi iska wie no na Prempeh say e onu ni sika wanya asase ni bi ewo Kumase enti yenkosi ewo ho na Nanka Bruce ne nkran ahemfo ye fast ekohu labadi la manche esre no ma wo mu legon Hail of knowledge, and that ye started.
Legon, meaning the hail of knowledge.
And you know, Tamwa Asante ni bebemuno. Na ya starting school no. Ewo achimota so mo vacant structures bebre ho nti time ye pe ba bi di akona Otumfo di Kumase no ne yesi Kumase wa because all the schools no were coast here hwe Cape Coast schools na achimota aba beka ho nti no enye so ankofo free coast call interior nti wona nkrafo no led by Labadi too no and ne nanka Bruce ne suggestion na initiative omu di call Legon nti Legon no yan startia kosi 1951-52 Kwame Nkrumah sikane beka nsa Wendy and no building University College of the Gold Coast at Legon as it is today. As it is a diner one in Legon. Sorry, Nkrumah nesisi. And no more dining in theater. Almost say one more year market Accra International Airport. Omubesi Airport International Airport Kesio on once in the BBC. Indeed upon advice and a mama Legon structures and cost because there can be a problem because of aircraft flying low. And into that a can US in a dining attention when we are in theater. Into Sawasha halls in a kosho history. Omu started from 52 up to 63. Commonwealth or Commonwealth no and not dedicated our hall to it. Volta Hall or starting Volta project no. Mensa Saba Hall a third hall. First hall Legon in memory of those who gave us the land. And a Kuafo Sikano a second hall, a Kuafo Hall. Intinya abrofuni na see University of Ghana. Aya Kwame Nkrumah. Eno wie en pacho wutie. Me tell Mike na papa. Oje fa ahudie no. Ena prempe e ka kire ne se. Won se ye Kuafo nyina sika. Na odi akosi Legon. Odi akosi le. Ena fa o man no so sika ebesi bi wasase no a. Na ke kosi bi no. Eno ne Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. I know we are some sense ba konso Africa teacher for nyina ho ne be training wo. And the University of Cape Coast. Inti Ghana University papa bia no Nkrumah na si nyina. O wie no Ideological Institute. Oh, Ideological Institute Winneba. And Winneba Sports College. And Winneba School of Music. Let me answer the akabo ma ye. UK. University for Development, France, for education. Oh no, see, and Savannah Agricultural College, and Nkrumah so ACM, and also the UDS. The government invests in Onua, and a vacant walls here and there. War Legona, ye de a war at Timota. Ye de University College of the Gold Coast, and the SCC become a Gimpa. To come and invest be a Wagana bind the unpatch on one idea. Papa dear. Papa de dia mesel. Enti Edi University of Ghana no Mike Naba when they propose. Oh, you propose one a year na dia or yeah you have you college in difference college abufu pa. University College of the Gold Coast. I affiliated to University of London. Na papa na bufu enti 1961 no did ni buy. So when to Republican now be some more question no Mawuyanfi say anya Republican nke besi na university ni di ebekoso aye University College of the Gold Coast enti na oto no bo declare republic wie no de no proposal no koto wo manim na ya parliament ni G2 mom de ba no sign na be ya charter and 1961 you shifted from the name University College of the Gold Coast to University of Ghana. No, Pamu Abrafo professors in Nina every ho. I know more Bembe Ubenya first class no. Kwame Nkrumah see a gross besha. If you no pa. Or more in our scholarship PhD straight. Beneficiaries in the Bini Dubois in on Pen Nkrumah. A Bini Professor Dubois. BA PhD. A Bishop Professor Duffo no more bebe a bang stress a BA PhD. Omoba is one go on one mwase. I know to me lecturers and ten no more fail gap no. Yes.
And say by then I feel do baby na do boy him per Kwame.
Oh, and they say your friend say we be power sama.
No power.
Aha. Yes, obi town want to wasama say. When that's a free fakro to Nkrumah. Sand has ye nedi. And you warn your catcher a president of Ghana sakwana ni na ni so ye heja baby your name bia no per commotion or no bia or fit into any group. Na Kwame Nkrumah say nyamo na mbe determine no seniority. And o me ye fa ne back. Nyo no betu Nkrumah. Nipa Nkrumah ye ne papa ni wire mfida. Ono ne general ke champion. Wono
so nko kwase ka onko fa ne mra don somebody president ni bi mo
nko no kwase very good nti your friend say wono de Nkrumah ye ne papa e ma ha mini ye san fa no no wire emfi Kwame Nkrumah da kokwa akofa no aba ma ye osie ne kama so nti benefits of a republic no and so what twa wo funuma nti wo ya wo mra nya obi na besan na bua wo ma that time no so ye independent without republic no now Mr. Chief of Defense Staff no broni Major General Alexander nti na say Ghana could not raise an army without the British nti republic ni duru ansana broni no eko Chief of Defense Staff no ye bibini the Republican no sanya Republic na eduru ya nkanya easy say Kwame Nkrumah say wukoye OAU ne na Britain for anye antomo ubeda na be because wo de mra bia beko ubaya na say broni na assign nti obi obeka say Republican status no mfaso enison mpachaw na on kan ye because uko political science and the government your subject to be a sovereignty the sovereignty of the state resides with the people. Na your time na eji independence no people no omu parliament ya law na nipa ba ko ye broni tumi ka se men sign na se men sign no na say the sovereignty of the state of Ghana did not reside with the people until say papa no koye na Nkrumah ebeye full president Onua na sign na mra no then sovereignty had been achieved or attained to us be seen there.
So what I say?
Yes, sir.
Very simple. But say enye holiday biom.
And ya say me be na radio stations bebre na me kasa. No me say ye fro no sunsanso say na me sunsanso na say nkenne ya yenye history wo primary any JHS at least Republic Day no wo ha nkanra echi Friday fiada a teacher for catch school for nkwala say juada mamu school na your 1st July a holiday nkan kwala ne baby say teacher for ne say day nti na ye afofida na nka teacher for na kire nkwala ne say ni nti fa hudi ehu hia na be masa ye mra ye mfa nkoma obi wa buro kire so nhwem na mo ye be ye bibia wa hana tumi ne bekuta ye nsam no enu nti ne ye create republic no na nkan kwala na sua bibi wa Ghana bakosemu ti sade na ye yi afiri ho no ana aboa ma nne nkofo tumi twa ntro se nye Kwame Nkrumah na je fa hudi se fe na wate ase se ye yi republic day no amfiri ho a nkwala ne be hu se Kwame Nkrumah na je fa hudi
say you free ho
we free wa na cha say your mom Nkrumah din biom because
na cha say we ya ashadaye
ashada na cha Nkrumah din ya kata sokura because
the founders day
yanya no founders and Jebi dan kwa kan we ne me yempo ne sanka founders ni mpo now boy can Ferguson din agre mensa saba the Graf Johnson Nikisli
famena na kwa kubichem ka ho
mate Southway bafo akoto ene Osayajiman Prempe the first and the second nka ye ne sa akora nka ye because ye ka founder papa ya me university a Prempe the second ene awu friend say nanka Bruce mo anhwe me yamia university of Ghana nka ye wa hene nka wo kai wo mu kura nka eye enne de akoye ne se founders day no nipa enum no a wo Ghana sika no so no na nka ye nsia o eduru anu mu akrop Kwame Nkrumah din no ne picture na de bibi akata ho sa enum no ne ye bo wondin sa enum no nso na anya founders wodi ma de ba ko asa usua bibi ketewa bi a wo behu no jabi dan kwa sa ne cousin sa ne wo fa sa ne friend no William Oforiatan after 1948 ra na ye chichi wo mu no papa we enka UGCC ho o mu eka ho ne Eduode Kufuado ene Dr. JB Dankwa January o mu ka ho na teacher ni no eye pawuli no nka ho no di mirika kwa ka kire JB Dankwa se wo mpe ba bi nwane mfa ne ye chichi UGCC empanimfo no oduru wo no sa na policefo no wo hodada ene ye che ne de ka Dankwa enna ye ka no big 6 tesania o ka UGCC wo ogina a fighting for fahudie nti wono de time obewu no ya ade bi po be evangelist and on nam school upon school e preach children kwala say mo num cigarette ni wi obi amfa no homa Yesu Kristo e hono no no can say he was just an accidental member of the big six.
Obi na no kan.
Obi na no kan yantro. Ni dey ni UGCC records mu kra on kan. Just
no, I don't know how you feel about my next question. As a more monim history, no more di ehwan match matna sia ma ya politu adria ma say e to da wo ka de ye no kura ni pe feel say you are conjuring certain things from certain baby you have no idea and matna sia chesa.
In the first place, bia ube blame ye mubi because obi a wutumi kan na otworo de say wo de bibi babonti. Ni atoso biem no say aban ni ye na adwen. So man kwan bia ne say history abakosem ye twem. Na wo twa abakosem no wakan Bible. Na Bible is not the history of Israel, the history and religion of Israel and the birth of the Son of God. The life and death of the Son of God. Your friend is saying Quran. It's the same thing. Aya bakwasem. Ntia na bakwasem e se wuma yesua. Na ituru abakwasem yesua Quran and the Bible ne sano na maya gie di kura mo. Because we see history babuwa mo we say sa Persia. Ene Persia wo twrose mu no. Persia eno ne na Iran. And Babylon. Eno ne na Iraq. So Mizrim, Egypt. Intinka history no kra boa nkwala kra de wo mu adwene ba Nyankopon homo na wo si yensu na wo mu asua no nso ekata so kire the wrong thing. Me ya research ko hu say the battle of Nsamanko so wo sua in school 1824 the battle of Nsamanko the battle of Nsamanko the battle of Nsamanko me kwa research mu say dubu anyi na FK bu anyi na yem from so abrofo no records no o mu ba beto ye no. Battle Nemuno, it was fought at Adamanso by the river Bonsaso. Okay. Natamwa first night no one and wasa omo yene ne fe na full. Samra wasa amemfini fiase yina no mo ye man ba kope. And osoma ni soldier for mom ko twitwa nkrofo tie kunkum ho. Ti ade eche na abrofo ni soldier for ye kunkum ho. And omo anse ye Nsamanko ne ye kwin. Ntomo catch the secretaries among them Nsamanko. Oh. And I recorded the battle of Nsamanko. Krobie anywhere Western region was a fan in Nsamanko. Na mo ye wa Damanso. E woni ye kono near the river Bonsa. And also kind of saying Dubu ayin and FK they just did armchair philosophizing. Ubato records we won kohon what really happened. No what Elmina. Samra na kwame na nsawo wona azambuja mo beto no me patcho na wanya mfante o e wo ye wasa kwame na nsa ye wasa ni na nsuo na da fa ni benya na nya wasa a fancy word benya eye wasa word e wo nyina ye wasa fo asas obi ofre elimina bia o tie me ko bi sana na no me fra nhfie me yen kan kire and then wasas gradually moved to the interior samra na ye fra mo Otumfo, the Doom warriors, no more hard pa, and then gradually they moved to the interior. The moment you see history now unco deep. Ebenya no ma bebre.
Boy. Majimani so. Makobisa kosa ajimani so. Emsenti yedru baby say your history no. Yeah, dabe no beto book.
Mpacho eba men ha nkura.
Ese we mu ina no wotro.
No me say before problems ade an wotira nkofo nkan.
Ye bekan.
Wo bekan de.
Ye bekan.
Nkofo amedadai. No bi am say we liar. Abi no obi na say yasantewa wo the British won. What Johnny said the British did not win because they couldn't take away the golden stool. Chiro wo de here. And then Obeka say Bako is telling a lie. Dabi be a scholar, you know.
You got to be a scholar, you know.
And a very honest scholar, not dishonest. To say Nkrumah praise JB Dankwa. So the concept of God, you know, Institute of African Studies, I saw Mushia. You should be very honest.
Anyway, and Ghana a Republic Day.
Incidentally, I'm can say here say last year Republic Day say Kafu yeme interview your friend is saying GBC. Na your friend is saying other countries send messages, congratulatory messages to Ghana. So many say a tremor. Many say a tremor. To no send the messages is and on a Sunday no me kwa kan say twane atwam nipa no atwam no wanye niye and you can send ma breakfast show biom
awo GBC
nti front na afini ya menko ho no nti meso me commemorate you the Sunday talking point na me kwa kan say ni aya ndi aya bone kase na so obi kan so mpamani mahwe ewo ho kura na me ha adwene nti me so afini aye ban na me wo yenyina aye fie yenyina aye tax ani ye di si aye di tua wa kasenika aye so bia mo bia kwa ma na kire na adwen ense akwa ha adwene na nka pa obi so betera me nkyɛn na me ka me dia no so accounta ese da bia mpa wani mahwe wo
I'm at the way.
So when he sat on him, they came around, he was also killed, straight up to firing squad.
Soldier for 1 year announcement, so be I don't say, and the many be a young coon. Ah, and the man for near Bonio, just because Nkrumah and the many. Until within 3 days, near Kumnipa more than 100. Yanzama
Ghana Nkrumah has them now walking.
1966 after 24 February. And I got the Kabaya announcement, so Munyai. Near Womo Ayan. No, now, mommy said, to the beer, what is so bitty come and say, ah, Danka, soldier for Wanka, and ya pa, me patch up more beer and really say, ye two are buying, and ye, soldier for one yet, the Davy. Ubako saline, no be o present, you'll be a wow penno. Now we never say, one ya papa, another 4 years. Ubet me as a son, a ye far better than say, soldier need be baba, nebu a ye conquer many. No about be kum infantifo nyina obey enso because ye wo nyo man no ho donti no obey ye tirimu pobinti and obey
infinhia makomako aduanan mienu nie atemmuafo miensa soja ni baako a na wa homegye ma ye chi wom ku wom sanhwe petrol egu wom ni pedua na menim sense ye bre so ade baako ye hu ye mejo mahamade
asam no frititio e frititio dmankoma ade no yamfa anto de da na efrato aye kunumado aye kugu aferio
aye Kocaine tuntum
I said ya roho kase say wo sha ase say wo kan so bia wadi mfie aduanan enum na oba le bada na nai so ni otumi be fa no
na say Lady Justice Cecilia Kwantiado na sem na okay no 45 years
no we around 45
wow
na meme yusu sa ibi kunonom ebinom wo fa nom ebinom papa nom ene so jeni na ukokum hom bia hunu boni bia omo ye wasasi so just because omo ye wo adwuma enti ade a eya na ya den so ananka betumi so ato obia nti se ye kokko ana tuntum a megidi se fata
cancel fire film said they wo che se obi a 1982 de na se o me wo 42 years going no na e bia sa bre no kra no na omunyi kakra ba den poti ne siye den na yakenkan wo bukum pa honto makakra e che na nwumre
well ni me ne say na president be the Liman, okay. Dr. Hilary Liman, and then now by People's National Party, and they work with us. Then on 31st December 1981, na Flight Lieutenant Rollins, a bay a coup, a two na by no a buye. It was the second coming of Rollins because June 4, 1979, Liman ye coup, Rollins ye coup. Etu General Ekufu echichi soldier for mpenfo ebobo wontuo no samran ne eba beto aba nti Armed Forces Revolutionary Council Rollins down no omanche ewo power kra from June no I think September okay no mo hand over na Ekufu aye bibia ye ba beto aba and a coup no esi nti ono nso promise Ghana for say enya ade ode soja ban bibia beba nti date na ese de to aba anytime ese hand over no obeye na wako nti wo ye na oyeye no na kwa bibi te say AFRC fo no echichi nipa bebre egugu mu ayenni won asebe hwe wani ma na ya chew te say soja fo mpanifo ebobo wotue obi te say Feli Ayidian Feli no just around 30 years old. 30 33 a champion na nyini 47 omo aka nyina susa ekufu be
maka young gentleman afi na mo peja eba na ba
kwa na sama ya ene ayigbeni na oka won Rear Admiral Amedomi no mo fefe ye nkwala no na ministers ye former commissioners near the one pictures bobo classrooms in the 70s you know near ni mo mi nyina we a border guard commander we a air force and obia kogina ho na wo hwe Amedomia there's another ho fe pa na kufu nso wo mfimfim kama bi na ye kokum safo na ye se ayibani nka ho nti anhwe a akanfo no be ye mantokwa bagana nti ye mpa ayibani bi nka ho ena me ye kokuma Amedomia yes wa he boni bia
oh na se o ma ye kwa kokun wo mo no ye hwema
wo mu kran shadanye boni bia because obi te Feli yes wa kwaji loan that time 50 cedis yes wa kwa US cow
okwaji loan ana won tua na so wa na adwen se
o tua na waje na ku abesi eku ena ye friend say Afrifa so no ye ku 1966 nti sane o pese ku na ne sanke 66 school fo ni na
o sa online na say
yi okran mo wodi wo mu nyina ka e champion so ono 2 buzia aban
kanso minchwa no o hwe Angel TV asesi a videos aye boy old videos be 1982 ho videos ya try say ye be keka e bi abom ama no ahwe enti enipa me yensa ye ka mo asema ya temu afon ene wudu Supreme Court wa wunko Supreme Court da no wudu Supreme Court won Nkrumah Ntem the apex court of the land na etire me yensa na esi ho no oba baako ene mama mienu nti wo so oba no ne hye mfimfini no ene mama mienu no ebo ne ho ban wo ho pepepa those videos no ye de action justice Kwadwo Eje Japan Kwadwo Eje Japan ye ni papa ena Major Sam Akwa ono ye retired soldier ni a na wo ka ho ena ye ku na ye adwuma wo gi ho nti ukọ Supreme Court building nanim ho a etire miensa na esi wa afi bia ye di nhweren ekoto so no eno ena wo hwe wo cancel wada wo mato aso maye
ya nti wo hwe mpanimfo we mu a edi animu a obi ehu trial biara atemu bia ena besi nne obi ehu record bia kire se we ni edi gina so edidi wo wasem na ni ntira ye bu awenkum fo ne ndi obi a enim nti wo yes awie ya o handi over the coin say to me na ye ne de because one check and ye good leadership see aka say leader good because ye nyina ya adusua and yes and say sabaya enye strong no it is as bad as abaya ye corrupt o wi yesika
abaya onye
strong and to be protect or no one no it's as bad as a corrupt government because the price of freedom is perpetual vigilance. And say abino are very, very strong and active. So be who say or being to me yet you can say cool. And now at the Bonibiara into constitution
okay.
And the Libanese government was very weak because that time near Mubi. Now you saw too much. I was a teenager.
Wow.
79, I did 15, 32, na ma join so it so be 30, 40, 50.
How you shake it?
I say na me hu na ya tete say cool be say catch Limano.
Okay.
It was a very weak leadership who provided. No wonder. Say 31 December 1981, you two are buying a good. At the time you two are buying a good. Na say who say AFRC handi over e dia ma civilian regime liman e mankofo bebre yesizi won japade ye de wo mu agu mo mu nya boni bi to me hwe woni ma 30 years 40 years 20 years sana AFRC fo e be ye yo na omu handi over no a civilian regime by amanfo di cases ko court no ene ye jaja wo sani amike kwan fa so di wo mu gu mani wo mu aye kum wo mu wo wanya lock ya wu de se untimi nsem
senya wo ko wanya
obi odabu de ko court ani eja no because wo mu crop from records bia eni ho
okay
obi kra wo si wo dan wato wall no I say eh wo na wato say wato wall no say wo kwa kogu eh oba mi say no me di ye man what it
matete bebre
wo dwene ho a che say a country like Ghana na nkanye say esi
okay
young independence Britain's model colony ye BHA baby may be
okay
no may see sa period no enya de say come nipa eti now so I say yaka
yesua ho ade yeah
now enti no omu ye ku ni biem no Rollins no e ba biem no na akoye bibi te say judges no a momu jejai ya tamfo no say momu nie.
Oh, that was the issue.
That was the issue.
Me the obi akoto afiase. Onye ehwe kura me wo tumi.
Ti me di
odina akoto afiase. Ena onipa na fa kwan bi so aba court, oba court ase. Kwan papa so aba court, oba court ase. Me free you. Me free because kwan fa so do na
ko
to mu. Ti amra. Kene kura e beka se wan hwe ye kro onipa no nsan tua patesika compensation e fa money pa. Okay.
Unfortunately, omusan baby no. Na chesa mu a mo ye modwuma ye no. Mo na mo abeya tamfo. Ati sesa mejo akwa no. Sa mate koi ne yekum. Oya people nkrofo a omukwa ye demonstration ye adwuma wo Geok.
Yeah.
Sa me na papa
no ye penny o Geok.
Nti wanya de papa definitely ye be yiwadi. Wo mu nyina de ahye wontirim. Enti ne na chesa emre so ya ye chichi won watamfo no papa baby owo biara se se kope no ede ekam enti e ba ne sa no it happened on 30th June na head of state no eni me say the plan was that see ye kumwo mu ye twaja do to me ye hye to say in a bonfire kra yi bia ye nya trace bia ewo wiase enti judges yira ya hwehwe won a ye hu won head of state no so pretend so nim say
bibi crazy
BBSC enti no so be my speech to the whole nation say assembly abani na ususi say dabre tuatefu bi afri o man bibu na abetu ahye yen so eya ade bi di agu Ghana man ne aban no animu ase say ye hwehwe judges no a ye hu won no nim say time omu di won gu je mo kum won wie di won gu eje no mu ne ye di ja to mu no mu koye no Yankopon sane a wo kan no e mansuo kese etoye enti bodies na efi sanke be hye dwere nkura nke ye nya trace no Yankopon wadom etumi retrieve ni nyina and this is the part of the unseen in human life say ade ebu ho a wodwere ho a na mo wo mu a enye nyame ni na force mo je Onyankopon di na yankura ye adwen say wo kan wo benya asem esi ye kom no na esi ye tumi ka ama nipa bi a ote ase nne a wo ye ebi no wo hu say there is always a third eye watching you
and no was true there is always a third eye a show eno e hwedi ampo Nyankopon wo ye den a obehu ne wo ye ene ye ne lawyer Anokyi Frimpong ena edi nkomo mfinhia mako aduanan mienu nie atemuafo miensa soja ni baako a na wa homegye mu a ye kye wom ku wom sanhwie petrol egu wom ni pedua na minim sense ye bre so ade baako ye hu ye mejo mahamade eno na ebisi sa atemuafo ede mra kroje eye adwuma no ebi etimisi kanso obi bebisa se minim se menka se eye lesson bi ena yensua ade beto ne ohwe audios mienu ayabo ono abo Kennedy Japan ese na asase bi hu asem oso bi na de ne kokoto na ote TV so e ka na adwen ka ne ope na muntie thread ye me gidi se me no nyina ye hia wo court ene enim ne yesi ye. Can we say ne yesi tete no ayebeka say ye tete no ene enne ekwan ya nipa bi fa so kasa TV so radio so social media ye nuanu ma afiga na akwatena brochire obi fa ni phone not na se no odi charge atema obeka se sebe ono tua ni school fees ono taduane ma no ono bibia charge ni wo bia aso ono de man. Question I say, have we learned anything from the CM? And I just say fire.
Oh, lesson there said there be a year. And I believe said the first lesson and I this year yenyano and they say Ghana for na ya yenye analysis ye papa. Okay. Nti wo ye ni ye no abe ye ni paboni. Wo say judges miensa any say je ni ko so me akanfo. Wo mu so aye set up a committee be a special investigation
committee. Yeah.
SIB. Aye che wo no. O mu so free baby bako. Ye che Jandu, Hekli, Tapo, Senya, Amedeka, Enum. What you want the so me na before. And o my ku won so nyina apart from akwa no ye mfantini. O mo aka ne katwi. That is the four no eye akan for. Okay. And I head of state and also eye aibeni. And an special advisor ni chikata nso ye aibeni. So what do you learn from this? The good thing is that Ghana for the one who so much so that yam fan say I before ne kum akan for.
Okay.
Na ade a mimi hunu ewo mu no ene se da bia no aban bi ba o yusu Nkrumah trust won no mu de dibone ama wo nti sanya Rollins ya igbeni chikata ya igbeni opo bia wi obetwu su Nkrumah a o mo trust won. Okay. No bibi obi enu obetuma trust ni ye more than wo krom ni. At the end of it no ni potumia ni tididi mu odwane ha ye bedi asem no no wani Ghana ko je break bisi mon odwane
ko ye
wo mu aka ye kum wo mu no wo hwe mu pa wo be wo se samrante e for we se no da ben pa no mu tenase sa judge si aye won boni no mu koku. So they were just used, so they died as innocent victims. Enti he killing it upon ni Jandu any Senya no were not different from the four who were killed.
Okay.
Into Onua yasuma no born the pa se kokum se nipa and nine was a victim, just as the 3 high court judges and the army officer. Whoa. They were all victims because under normal circumstances, sa army corporal for wemo, recruit for wemo, what the high court judge had on no crime ben soon no mu esia. What I say, quite be and what no top no. Let one go and do this. Master say, Obeko Akoye. Now, Patches a Ghana for your matured say, young, you know, was I before no cum. I can't for because those are before boys, you know, as I've said, you know. But it be anyone to no mum to say Russia Ukraine war. Ya do 2 show in seminar, we are Russian, ya overcome Ukraine, we are Ukraine, ya overcome Russian, Nanya corner swa. Gather an opportunity, a cum wunia into the perpetrators. And the victims were the same. They were both victims. That's the way I should put it.
The victims and the perpetrators nina at the crow. But ye koye nim ene ye brene kopa. Ene the yesuano eye infinchia duanan mienu a etwam. Ehho asem na ye ka. Ma me more videos bin show. Se ene Nkrumah timinya kukuduro court dem. Se otemuafo ama ruling bi. Otemuafo de atemu obi aba wozuzu se wane na adwen enko bankrom na ye court a ye koye dede se lawyer ni a yafa ne se wonye adwuma se eye major Sam akwai wono ye major wo ye na adwuma wote ne baabi na lawyer ni obi akofa no yesi menua ne yesusu se wakodi ewu enti kona ko twetwaje no na lawyer ni be court na ye bro no. These are some videos asokwa eya santemantem Majua case ya ebusuafo se wo mo nte ase aden yenya brantie ne ma no na ese wo mo fa wo nsanke kan kakra we ye court abonten so gise ye dia posifo ade ma kogu aposifo no kra wo nya wo hye kakra ewom enya sem ketwa Kaneshi district court the same thing esi wo ho abeka he ya ena yesi wo baby oto aware so yakunu wo ho eno nso akwakoye asem fofra enye asem ketu akra wo ho wo hwe court ho a yabo ebe wo ho yesi otemuafo aden na wama bill wo sa case ni mu ne esi ye no is it say ye hu nkrofo potin ya wo mo ye ne yamfa wo man kire Ghana for say ama eye kofi eye yaw eye kwame nti no obi afo se mra no eda ho tra saa keke ana we eyade eguso koso ya chi obi kura ye de ne court no na nipa ka miensa ka nan ne ya bodompem ne ya kura placards ne ya hye Kocaine ne ya de kwakogu court ho cancel. Back to my question. We ebo atemuafo hunu ana ehu ana omu hu we ya ema omu madwen kwakire mi sam say eh ni ye tu ye nuanum bi mfinhye aduana mi yenu no ebi na ebe ya na
me gidi se enye won bibia
enye won
dabi wo hye juma wo mudi mlebi abesen ko pink sheet case says Supreme Court judges edi assembly ye MOD for no agitum se wadi for anche na mahama nso de eba ono so de court wodi for no wagitu mu me gidi se bibia ni ho a abo wo hu.
Right?
I'm at the way.
So when he sat on him, they came around, he was also killed, straight up to firing squad. What happened afterwards?
No, then a chain of action, the bomb throwing to overthrow him, you know.
Is it the Kolungugu one we've been told, or different ones?
No, the bomb, I missed the bomb on 4 occasions.
Huh?
The Kolungugu was the first.
You were there?
But I was filming the man.
Yes, I know. You were there.
Yeah.
You missed that bomb. Inches away. Do it again. Let me see how you did it.
No, it's bigger than. No, after the Kolungugu bombs, it's by God's grace that I'm still alive.
What happened? How did that bomb explode? Tell me.
Which one?
The Kolungugu one.
Then do we have time to talk about the overthrow?
We'll talk about it.
Okay. No, the Kolungugu one, no, we're traveling to Burkina Faso to meet President Yamogo. President Yamogo was then the president of Burkina Faso. And we were going to a place called Tengudugu.
Okay.
And we got to Kolungugu. But when we got there, it was raining, it was pouring heavily. So Nkrumah had to cancel the ceremony. There was being a school performance, school children's performance, and some other things. But we left because of the rain. So we got to Tengudugu and then spent 3 days there. But on our return, the weather was good. So we got to Kolungugu, and the kids were there to perform the cultural thing. And one thing Nkrumah loved to see kids performing. Whatever happens, he would just stop and come and cheer them up. Something when kids are performing something cultural, it feels good. So, but unfortunately, the road from Tengudugu to Kolungugu was not hard. And because the rain had not fallen, there was a heavy dust. So there were distances between the cars, you know. And when traveling, we had a formation.
Okay.
The security, the motorbike.
The convoy formation.
The convoy formation. The motorbike, then the security, the police car, the security car, motorbike, then Nkrumah's car, motorbike, then my car.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the formation.
You enjoyed?
I was there, I was working. I was working.
Really working?
Yeah.
Right behind the president's car?
After the president car, my car. And then the security car and the ministers and those things, you know. And my car was the only car who could overtake the president when traveling. I could overtake the president, and at times I would sit on top of the car to film, the convoy. See, so I was allowed to, once I was shooting, I could overtake him and come back to my position. No, just move on. So when we got to Kunugugu, we knew that there was no stopping there.
Okay.
But Nkrumah saw the kids and
stopped.
And because of the dust, there were distances between the vehicles. So when he stopped, he sat in the car and waited. So when I got there, he was there. So I parked behind him. And between the two of us, we could talk. Even when driving, we could talk through the walking stick. You know, there were signs he would give me that don't film it or film it or no. It's between the two of us. So I had a sign that I should film this. So I prepared my camera and went out. And then he came out and was going towards where the formation was. And then Captain Bachman was then the ADC.
Okay.
And Captain Bachman was following him, you know, with the security people. But the ministers, they were then behind. So they were then coming because of the door had to settle for them to come. So I was standing, and then I composed a picture. Nkrumah came, his car was on the right side. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me?
I'm listening.
But you are not seeing what I'm demonstrating. His car, I was in the center. The car was on the right side of camera. And then Adamafio, H.A. Kofi Crab, came, the next convoy. And they came from camera left.
Okay.
I was in the middle. And the action was in the background. The school kids, they were performing something beautiful. And on my right side, Nkrumah was moving towards the kids. On my left side, Adamafio and the ministers were moving. I was in the center. So I had this tripartite formation. It was so beautiful. So I was just standing there to capture it because my lens was capturing everything in details. Then, before Nkrumah passed and the ministers passed, then Captain Bachman, putted Nkrumah down and put his body on him. Then, immediately he booted him. I go to shout, Bachman! Then, boom!
Hey.
My brother. So that boom! And the camera captured so many things falling pieces. Then later on, I discovered they were human parts. The school kids were dead. I couldn't Google. The school kids. But you see, when you are
captured all this on tape. Okay.
When you are behind the camera, let me tell you one second. When you are behind the camera, fear leaves you. Fear is not it goes out of your mind. Because you are looking through the camera, you want to capture everything. You are thinking of your artistic work, and death becomes meaningless. So I was shooting. I want to capture everything because Bachman was still lying on Nkrumah. The vehicles came and they quickly took Bachman and took Nkrumah into the car. The dust, the parts, the human parts. I don't feel and those they were running. Everybody was running. There was confusion.
Was it too close to Nkrumah? I mean, the distance from where the bomb, exploded?
No. I'm coming to that.
Okay.
See, then I was shooting. Then all of a sudden I found somebody lifted me with my camera. He just held
your two legs and then
lifted me up. It was a policeman. And because I was high, I was still shooting. It was like a crane. I had the advantage of a crane. All of a sudden I was high. So I said, oh, thank God. So I was shooting. I was getting high shots, better shots. But all of a sudden, I was just thrown into the car. I was like in that man's hands, I was like a toy. I was just
It's a serious matter, but
I
was
a spongy-looking man. You can see from that picture. Tiny little boy, very smart guy, and he just helped me, threw me into the car and closed the door. Boom, we were gone. So we came to Boku Hospital.
Oh. Did any of the entourage get wounded or?
Let me finish.
Okay.
So yes, I took
I can't wait.
So they came and treated Nkrumah. He had some, later on, I was speaking to Bachman. Said, Bachman, what happened? Bachman had the pellets a lot at the backside here.
Oh.
It was bleeding, but they treated it. And Nkrumah had few.
Oh, so Kwame Nkrumah actually got some bruises?
Oh, yeah. Had few. And had Bachman, what happened? And he explained. That when the bomb, it was a bomb, and Bachman saw the bomb.
Okay.
Coming. You see, because of military experience, he noticed that there was a bomb coming. Somebody had thrown something. And that person was hiding behind the school kids. Do you see what I mean?
Wow.
Drink your water.
Let me drink my water.
That person was
right behind the school children.
Was hiding.
Hiding behind
the school children. And when he saw the coming and other members of the delegation, I think he got up quietly and threw the bomb. See, from the back of the school kids and threw the bomb to Nkrumah. So that was when Bachman saw the bomb. So he pushed Nkrumah down straight away and put his body on him. And he explained to me that when a bomb blew like that, it travels at a tangent. It goes like this. So when you are standing, to come straight to your chest. So that's why he put his body on it. But they were so close to the beginning point that it touched the backside, and that touched Nkrumah's side.
So that could have been the end of Nkrumah.
Yeah. And at that time, the bomb had gained height. It was going like this. And because I'm a short man, I went under the bar.
It flew just above.
It flew over my head. It didn't touch my camera because of my height. Went like this. That saved me.
Oh. And this is the first one, the Kulungugu.
That is the first number one.
Then the number two happened where?
At Flagstaff House.
Was it before Ametewe or after Ametewe?
Oh, that's after Ametewe. After Ametewe.
Which part of the Flagstaff House? Is it right in the office of the president?
Oh, the open, you know. We're talking about not the present Flagstaff House, the old Flagstaff House.
Okay.
No, and the old Flagstaff House, from the street to, there were open places, and dignitaries were coming to great Kwame Nkrumah to, to console, thank God for his life, whether they were honest or not, but they all came because Nkrumah was alive. See, and what the ministers sent somebody to come and get me because at the gate there were I think Bobo people were performing there, and said the performance was so nice that they said I should be called to come and film
the performance.
A minister, yes.
Okay.
So the man came, and I said, Rocky. So I followed him. When I came, I saw the Bobo people playing, and I took confused. So when somebody came to tell me, Nkrumah was calling me, was then looking for me, so I had to rush back quickly to the compound. And immediately I left the Bobo and stepped into the street. Boom! Oh. The bomb went. And those Bobo people, they all they died. Oh. So I went back.
You have that also on tape? Okay, you left the place.
I've left the place. But the bomb went.
Just immediately you left?
Immediately I stepped in the street in front of the Bobo people. It went.
And the third one happened where?
No, the third one was at the stadium.
Accra Sports Stadium?
Yeah. Accra Sports Stadium. Where, Accra Sports Stadium, there was cultural performance. The same connection with Nkrumah's recovery, Nkrumah's this thing. Safe arrival from Kulungugu. And then the bomb went up there too, among the drummers and the dancers. There too.
But that one, Nkrumah was not close to the
Nkrumah wasn't there.
Okay.
Nkrumah wasn't there, but now they were attacking the public. The Montreal were attacking the public, by putting fear
in the people. About Nkrumah.
About
that
Nkrumah.
Is a bad press saying.
If you want to perform something to thank God for saving Kwame Nkrumah, you get the bomb.
Oh.
So they want to
So that was the implication.
Yes. So there was the bomb doing the Flagstaff House too. It was an evening thing.
And the fourth one, which is the
fourth one was at Lucas House. Lucas House, the UTC area, that area.
And Kwame was there?
No, he wasn't there too. The public. It went. It was a pity.
That one?
Yeah, all the
bombs.
You see the bomb blast like that. The Lucas one, there was a lady from Information Services who was selling newspapers. Magazines, information magazines. And where she had reached was the place where the bomb went. And this man just run to our car, the Ghana film car. And we saw something hanging. No, it was the intestines. Everything was hanging. Oh, yeah. Everything was there. So it just came and fell on our car like that. Oh, it was a pity. Anyway, let's forget about the bomb. Let's talk about his overthrow.
Yes, so his overthrow.
Yeah. So see, people started, this bomb thrower started putting fear on people. You know, by the bomb, but through the bomb throwing. It was very frightening. So anytime there was a performance, people feared to go. Yeah. So Nkrumah also strengthened himself by, being detention without trial. That we remember there was something like detention without trial.
That's right.
And that was what created more hatred. You know, people were arrested without trial. And it wasn't comfortable. It could be anybody. Could be anybody. No. Now, the actual overthrow. See, I wanted to go back, make a flashback. There was a gentleman whom Nkrumah made Ghana's representative at the UN. He served there for 4 years. And then at the end of the 4th year, the vacancy of chairmanship of the UN, the chairmanship became available.
Okay.
So Nkrumah arranged for him and he was appointed.
Wow.
As chairman, because the team fell between, it was a fight between Ghana and Sudan. And Ghana won. Ghana won, so he was made the chairman. And he was the first black man to sit in the chairman's chair, to occupy the chair of the chairman. The first black man.
Wow.
It was very, very important for Nkrumah. But
okay.